From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave Media production.
What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles, live on IG. And boy, oh boy, let's get into it. What a day we have in store. We got 3 bowl games. We got ourselves the NBA today, and we got ourselves some college basketball going on in the Mountain West, the Pac-12, and the Big Ten today as well. And we got other college basketball games going on as well today too. So pretty much, man, let's go ahead and get to the money, dog. We missed the Super High Five last night by 1 game, but we did go ahead and get that premium last night, the Hawks plus 5.5 and everything like that. But man, I'm telling you, dude, it would have been great to get that money line last night, and it is what it is. But then I kicked myself because I kept saying, you know what, let's do Hornets tonight. Let's do the Hornets tonight. LaMelo probably going to have a big game because he's going to go against Luka tonight. LaMelo go out there, score 22, get 8 assists, 9 rebounds. He did the damn thing last night and pretty much helped that team win that game last night. Those extra 22 points actually assisted in a blowout. You guys got to look at the numbers and see how one's impact can make a difference in a game. So pretty much we hit 4 out of 5 last night. If you singled them up, then you still good. So you all right. So pretty much let's go ahead and get into it, man. You guys, I know that it's going to be one of the weakest New Year's Eves ever, but make it fun for yourself tonight because, you know, pretty much they want us all to be in the house and everything like that. Respect that situation, but you know what? Do what you got to do, though, man. If you ain't trying to stay in the house, then, you know, be somewhere where you can be safe at. But you know what? At the end of the day, though, we going to be all right. So there it is. First up, we have the Armed Forces Bowl, the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. This game is in Fort Worth, Texas, and it's always a good game to watch and everything like that. It's always one of those quirky betting games, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, usually it's an over game. You got teams up in here that where usually it's like one dominant team going against one team that's just whatever. You know what I mean? So pretty much at the end of the day, man, this is going to be a really good game. You got Mississippi State, who struggled pretty much throughout the season this year with Mike Leach and everything like that in his first year. And then you got Tulsa, who had themselves a very good year for a team that had been in the bottoms of the AAC for the last few seasons. They actually were able to get themselves to the championship game this year as well. So pretty much they're looking at this one as a big deal for their university. And when you look at Mississippi State, it's just another bowl game for them. And, you know, they accepted the bowl game because, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta go play for something. But, you know, if it was a regular college football season, this team probably wouldn't be in a bowl this year, to be dead honest with you. So pretty much let's go ahead and see where I'm going in this game. And I'm going to be pretty simple. I'm going to be pretty formful here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mississippi State money line here with the minus 115. I also feel like we'll get the over 21 in the first half as well too. And then we'll also get the Mississippi State. This is a first quarter bet. It's not it's not a game bet, but it is a first quarter bet that they are in the lead in the first quarter as well too. And then we have the Mississippi State over 23.5 team total as well. And I know that all this looks very, very difficult to get because, you know, Tulsa got a really good defense, but Tulsa was playing good defense against the AAC. This is the SEC, different beast, different agenda. You got guys on here who are going to be NFL players regardless of what Mississippi State's record is this season. And so pretty much you have to be ready for that in this game as well too. That Mississippi State should have more talent here, but I think the more disciplined team is Tulsa in this spot. But still, I think Mississippi State, they'll figure out a way to grab this money for for us today, and we'll see how it shakes out. Now we move on to the Arizona Bowl, the Offer Pad Arizona Bowl. These sponsors are getting funnier and funnier by the year, man. I'm just waiting until one of these porn companies actually go ahead and sponsor one of these bowl games. It'll probably be the Florida Bowl game as well too. But we didn't have the Bahama Bowl. We didn't have a lot of bowl games this year, but pretty much be on the lookout for that. That's gonna happen eventually. So Offer Pad Arizona Bowl, and I really do think this game is going to be a fun game. The game is not in Arizona either. The game is actually going to be in the Big A, Atlanta. So pretty much they should be moving and shaking over there at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium today. And when you look at this matchup, you have yourself two teams that are fairly similar in a sense, but you know what? At the end of the day, this is their moment as well too, and I think San Jose State is going to take care of their business here. You have yourself a team that has been in the basement for a long time, and when they whooped up on Boise State the way that they did last week, I said to myself, you know what? This San Jose State team is going to go and do special things, and they should go win a bowl game with ease, and that's what I'm seeing here. And so pretty much I'm going to take the over 64 here. I'm also going to take the -6 San Jose State first half as well too. Ball State under 27.5 team total, and the San Jose State over 7.5 team total first quarter. And you know why? Because San Jose State just has been in the basement for so long that they got to get this win today, and they got to win big too. But you know what? Shout out to Ball State as well too. Ball State hadn't been to a bowl game in a while themselves, so this is a good moment for both programs that had very good years in a pandemic year as well too, and pretty much I still think that San Jose State will win the game, but if they wind up getting beat, you know what? Ball State, you earned it. So pretty much at the end of the day, that's where I'm going with this one right here. Over 64, -6 San Jose State first half. Ball State under 27.5 team total, and San Jose State over 7.5 team total first quarter. Okay, so there it is. That is the Arizona Bowl for you guys today. Now we move on to the OG Liberty Bowl. The Liberty Bowl is a very good matchup today. You got Army going against West Virginia. Army is always a good team in bowl games and everything like that. Can be very trusted in these spots. But we'll have to see how it goes, though, today. They're going against West Virginia, whose defense is actually a little bit better this season as well. So it should be the type of game that works out in the favor of the better defense, in my opinion here. So pretty much when we look at the better defense, we all want to say it's probably going to be Army who has the better defense because they are much more disciplined in this spot as well too. But West Virginia's been a surprising team all season. They weren't supposed to even win that many games, but they did. And so pretty much where I'm going with this one is I'm gonna rock with the upsets. I got to get a dog in one of these games, man. So Army, you're gonna be circled today as the Dizog because it's hard to go against y'all, man. After what you guys did in that bowl game a few years back to Houston, man. So pretty much Army plus 225 over 41. Plus 3.5 Army first half, and then the over 9 in the first quarter as well too. Reason why I'm doing this is because Army plays up to the bowl game like it's the Super Bowl, like it's a national championship. They really be wanting to win these bowl games because when you win bowl games, you're gonna get a check anyway. But when you win the bowl game, your check is really, really nice. And the Liberty Bowl gives out checks in the seven figures. So pretty much you want to win this game and get that money, man. So Memphis is gonna be a battleground today for Army and West Virginia. I like it. Army money line plus 225 over 41 for the total game, plus 3.5 first half, and the over 9 in the first quarter. So we move on to some basketball, and we got ourselves the Big Ten Bets List, and I'm going to rock with Minnesota today in the rivalry game against Wisconsin. I'm going to take them with the plus 8.5. They were good to us the other day. They won outright as a plus 6 for us, and they were a dog money line as well too that I gave to you guys, and they were a premium bet for my clients. So pretty much you guys already know, and that was the spread for my clients. So pretty much Minnesota can be trusted in this spot. Wisconsin coming off of a bad loss as well too, and this isn't going to help them out when they got to go against a rival that's actually on a hot streak at this moment as well too. So I'm taking Minnesota with the plus 8.5. Let's see how it shakes out. And then we got Michigan today. They're going against Maryland. And Maryland has been a helter-skelter type of team. And Well, that's what I had on. That's what I had when I went into it, man. But it was at a 6 for a moment too. What are you getting stack for stack? Because I saw a 6.5 earlier, but then it went to 8.5. But pretty much, I'm not trying to put up. I'm going off the line that I saw earlier this morning. So pretty much, Michigan money line -130. We're gonna see how this one shakes out as well too. And pretty much, Michigan should be good money today. I think Michigan is the same thing. Okay, you don't get that spread. You have to understand the reason why they put that spread in places like this because a lot of money would be going towards Wisconsin if they said it was a pick 'em. Okay, so what they're doing is they're trying to go ahead and get this Minnesota money, and then they're saying to us today that if Wisconsin's really good, they can cover that 8.5 because they should cover that 8.5 because it's a home game, it's a rivalry game, and they're coming back off of a loss. That's how lines makers think in a sense too. But you got to be smarter than the average bear though here. You know what I mean? And you got to really look at the numbers when you go into this game because sometimes they be right on the money and it winds up being a 10-point beat down, 10-point loss or better on our side. Or it winds up being a big upset or it catches somewhere in the middle as well too. So pretty much it is what it is though at the end of the day. These lines are just they're thrown out there for the betting action. You know what I mean? So pretty much they dying for some Minnesota money because they know if they should set it at anything lower than a 7 or a 6, then everybody's gonna eat up that Wisconsin money. But you put that plus 8.5, now you got an even betting scale, bro. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about it in that sense as well too. So pretty much that's the Big Ten bets list for us today. Both road teams for today as well too. So let's see how it shakes out. Plus 8.5 Minnesota, Michigan money line -130. Let's go. All right, we move on to the Mountain West. Mountain West, I'm doing it a little different today. I'm going to take the +12 on Air Force. They're playing against Utah State today. I think that this should be a strong bet because they are at home. And this is a somewhat of a rivalry game between these two teams as well. I feel like Air Force is going to be shooting lights out like they usually do at home. So that's why the +12 is not hard for me to take. Let's see how it shakes out. Air Force, let's go. And then I'm going to rock with the San Jose State basketball team today as well, too. They're taking on Boise State. I think that they're good enough to get the cover for us today. So let's see how it shakes out on that accord. And +21 to San Jose State. Now we got Nevada. Nevada isn't a road team today. They're going against New Mexico. And this is always a tricky spot when you got to go to New Mexico. But I think Nevada got our back here. I think they're going to take care of us. I see them winning this game by 6 or better. So I'm taking Nevada for sure today. Let's see how it shakes out. And there it is, the Mountain West Conference bets list. +12 on Arizona, home team. +21 on San Jose State, home team. And then our only road team in the group today is Nevada with the -5.5. So there it is. Mountain West Conference bets list, and we move forward from there. All right, so up next, we got ourselves the Pac-12. And in the Pac-12, the bets list for the Pac-12, it looks like this. It's going to be -7 to UCLA, who's been lights out at Poly Pavilion this year. I know it's Utah, but still, I think UCLA, with the leadership of Tiger Campbell, getting this team exactly where they need to be. He's one of the funnest point guards to watch in the nation as well, too. So I think Tiger gets the boys rolling today, and they get themselves a nice 10-point or better victory here. I expect a blowout on UCLA's end. Come on, man. It's New Year's Eve, too. And you know what? You ain't going to be able to party right in Westwood if you don't get the win tonight, boys. You already know what it is, man. So pretty much -7 to UCLA tonight. Let's see how it shakes out. We got Washington as a big home dog tonight going against Arizona. This is usually where Washington shines at when they're a big dog. Nobody's taking them seriously, and it's a holiday situation as well, too, like today. So I like Washington a lot today. They may get a minor upset here, but I'm going to definitely take the +8.5 here. Let's see how it shakes out. Then Oregon, the biggest favorite of the day, and for good reason, because Cal is absolutely terrible on the road. And, Cal does show up, but they only show up like every other game. So hopefully this won't be every other game, and they just kind of lay it down and get beat by 24s tonight, okay? So we'll see how it goes, but 13.5 to Oregon at home. Let's see how it shakes out. And then in the nightcap, we got Colorado visiting the Trojans over at Galen Center. Hopefully the game goes off because you know how USC is. USC be canceling the game 5 minutes before it starts and stuff. So pretty much hopefully we get this game in. And I'm taking Colorado tonight plus 115. Colorado's been playing against much better than USC has as of late. So pretty much let's see how it shakes out. Plus 115 on Colorado. Let's go. All right, and here we go. Last but not least, you guys already know what time it is. It is time for the NBA Super High Five. And no, we're not jumping in any of those early games either. So pretty much you guys don't have to worry about that part right there. You got plenty of time to make your bets today. And we got a 28-1 ticket for you as well. So pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and take the Magic as our dog of the day. And I know it's not a big dog of the day, but this team is 4-0. And they're going against a team that they definitely can beat today because they owned the Sixers at home last year when it came down to going on to night. Because the thing is, they got a lot of length. They got a lot of size on the Magic. So I like this bet. I like it a lot. Give me the Magic plus 125 tonight. Let's see how it shakes out. And here goes a team that a lot of people are going to have to start giving some props to because the Kings are playing some good basketball right now, up under the radar and everything like that. They got a huge win the other night, beating Denver for the second time this season as well. They also got a big win over Phoenix to start the season off as well too. So this team is not your normal doormat Kings anymore, okay? They're going to be somewhat of a problem here in the Pacific Division. So the Lakers, Clippers, Suns, and, the Warriors, too, I guess, should be getting ready for this Kings team. The Kings probably have the most balance going into the league this year when it comes to, where they got guys that are all in the right spots. And then don't sleep on this kid, Tyrese Halliburton. The guy can ball. You know what I mean? The guy got game, straight up. And pretty much he's going to make it kind of easy for them. If De'Aaron Fox wants out anytime soon, he'll make it really easy for him to get rid of De'Aaron Fox as well, too. And then you got Buddy Hield as well, who was a few years ago was a masterful shooter in college basketball. That form is translating now to the NBA as well, so look out. And then you got to watch out for my boy Marvin Bagley. I know he's hurt a lot, but when he's on the court, he's very productive as well, too. So plus 5.5 to the Kings. Let's go ahead and see how it shakes out. And see, the Kings have made you some money this year because people don't see him coming, but you know what? We all saw something in the bubble that looked good, and, they got all cocky about, they lost Bogdanovich. So what? Everybody in the NBA can make a damn three. Get over yourself already. All this space and pace BS, bro. There's sharpshooters everywhere, dog. You know what I mean? Play some defense. That's what you need to do. All right, so over 216.5, Knicks Raptors. This usually happens because the Raptors seem to beat down the Knicks in a situation like this, especially at home. So the over 216.5, I feel really good about. Even though the Knicks have been helter-skelter, there'll be nights where the Knicks drop 130 and it's cool. Then the next night they'll come back and drop 85 points. Hopefully this ain't tonight. They go ahead and they step it up, score some points for us. Over 216.5, Knicks Raptors. Let's see how it shakes out. Then you got the Pels and the Thunder. This is no doubt about it over, in my opinion. I think that the Pels will be scoring tonight, and the Thunder will be countering them tonight as well, too. So over 215, Pels, Thunder. Let's see how it shakes out. And then in the nightcap, in the final game of the night, Utah, take care of your business. It's a holiday night in Utah. Send make the people happy, you know what I mean, all over your state and everything like that. Usually this is a big event night in downtown Salt Lake City, but since we got the pandemic and everything, it's just going to be a basketball game that's getting played, but it still has the same magnitude to it. So pretty much, Jazz, take care of your business, man, minus 3.5 tonight, and there it is, the super high 5, 28-1. One more time, Magic money line plus 125, the Kings plus 5.5 tonight, the over 216.5 Knicks Raptors. Then we have the over 215 Pels Thunder, and then we have the minus 3.5 on the Jazz, and there it is. So pretty much when I see you guys tomorrow, it will be 2021. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's from the PrimeWave media family, all that good stuff, and from pretty much from your boy, the Primetime Capper Pop DiBiase. There is no me without you. I thank you guys so much. We've made it through one of the most difficult years in American history, but you know what? At the end of the day, I always felt like we've been okay since they brought back sports, man. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I want to wish once again everybody a happy new year. Please be safe because you don't want this to be your last day here. And I'm not playing. I've seen many people pass on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day because they doing something stupid, okay? You don't need to be racing people at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, none of that stuff. You don't need to be over drinking, falling out wherever you at. It is what it is. You live to see another day, okay? So everybody be safe. This is not the New Year's to really go out and say, let's go celebrate. Just be with your closest family members, do what you got to do, and hang out. But I ain't trying to be like the news and the media and trying to tell everybody what to do and everything like that. You know, you make your own choices, but be smart, be responsible. And if you got kids, just know what you got at home, man. So don't do anything stupid, okay? Because you can party any day of the week. And this is really not the New Year's Eve where partying is really needed. You know what I mean? Just get through the day, get your drink on, and have some fun, man. That's it. That's all that you need to do. But I ain't here to preach. I'm just over here. I got love for y'all. And I want to make sure I get y'all here with me tomorrow. And we over here talking about some good sports and everything. Because we got this big thing coming. The movement is moving. And it can't move without you. So make sure make sure you take care of yourself tonight, okay? So there it is, man. This is the Premier Sports Betting Show with the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper, and this is the Primetime Angles Live on IG. And once again, Happy New Year, and I am gone. Thank you for tuning in to the Primetime Angles, the Premier Sports Betting Show, hosted by the one and only Pop DiBiase, the Primetime Capper. This is a PrimeWave media production, and go ahead and press that subscribe button.
From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave media production.